Bud to beat Canelo. Like I said, I've been saying this. I don't think size win fights. I think skills do. Yeah, I think like being a southpaw with good movement and sharp boxing, it'd be hard for Canelo with that high guard to walk him down and load up on them big hooks. I think Bud would beat Canelo.
Is Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
the weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him?
In a recent one-on-one interview with Canelo, Terence Crawford made it clear he's fully committed to their upcoming historic showdown. He's putting everything into his training camp, leaving no stone unturned. With the opportunity to become the first male fighter in the four-belt era to be undisputed in 3 weight divisions, Crawford understands the high stakes and the tough test ahead. He knows the risks involved but believes in his abilities, relying on his speed, reach, and ring smarts to break down and beat Canelo.
Unrelated to this fight, but Turkey made it seem like you weren't going to be promoting the Terence Crawford-Canelo fight. Is there anything you can kind of clear up on that?
He made it feel like I wasn't?
Yeah, well, he said that someone else was promoting it. He didn't say no TKO, he just didn't include your name in a tweet, and people kind of freaked out online about like, where'd Dana go?
I'm going to tell you what's awesome, man. So there's a lot of up things about boxing, but they don't say shit. I mean, nobody talks. It's the most amazing.
Canelo Alvarez is a famous Mexican boxer and a champion in 4 weight classes. He currently holds the undisputed super middleweight title, known for his power-strong defense and ability to adapt in the ring. Canelo has defeated many of the sport's top names, securing his place as one of boxing's top fighters.
You fought Floyd Mayweather at what? You're 23?
23.
That's so fucking young.
Yeah.
What was that like?
I trained so hard, and now obviously I tried to beat him, because you know, if you beat him, you want to be the best in the world at 23.
What do you think was so impressive about him?
His experience, he's so smart. He have everything in a fighter, a complete fighter. He don't have power in the punches, but when you that kind of fighter, you don't need it.
You think that was the toughest fight you faced?
No.
What do you think?
I think it's tough fights and difficult fights. That was a difficult fight.
Canelo is beating these guys with all 5 layers of defense. Number 1, feet. Number 2, elbows, hands, shoulders, and the mind. This is exactly how both of those guys got to the highest level of boxing supremacy. Canelo Alvarez means to the Mexican fans what Floyd Money Mayweather meant for black people. 50 wins in boxing, no losses, no draws. And follow for more.
Crawford's self-belief comes from a rare combination of sharp technique and serious knockout power that's left every opponent struggling. Talking about his physical advantages, he said, "I feel I got the speed over Canelo, I got the reach over him. He might have the size and power, but I feel like I got better boxing skills. This isn't just hype, it's a well-thought-out assessment." Crawford's ability to switch stances and glide between offense and defense makes him a tough puzzle, even for someone like Canelo. His all-around skills and high fight IQ have carried him through multiple weight divisions, taking out top fighters along the way. His most recent bout with Errol Spence Jr. was the perfect example. Crawford put on a clinic in timing, distance control, and power, showing exactly why many see him as one of the top pound-for-pound fighters today.
We have to talk about this. Terence Crawford just tweeted, "Canelo versus Crawford is definitely by far the biggest fight in boxing. This guy is not playing around." All right. Crawford, pound for pound, #1. Canelo, biggest star in boxing still at the moment. Anywhere. I'm not talking about just in the US, Mexico, the UK, everywhere. Canelo is now open. At first it was, hey, I can't go down to 160. I can't do a catch weight of 160. If he wants to fight me, it's gonna be at 168. Plus, I'm not gonna get any credit if I beat a Terence Crawford. It would be like Terence Crawford fighting Tank, moving 2 weight classes up, and I'm not gonna get credit for that. Terence Crawford is a special fighter. He is like a Floyd and a Manny that can move up to weight classes, carry his power, can beat up bigger guys. He's a special.
Alvarez is a powerhouse in the super middleweight division with a professional record of 63 wins, 2 losses, and 2 draws, including 39 knockouts. He has claimed titles in 4 weight classes: super middleweight, middleweight, junior middleweight, and light heavyweight. In 2021, he made history by becoming the first undisputed super middleweight champion.
Canelo needs to understand he's a different fighter now. The deterioration is there. He's not the same guy. He's not that destroyer who's looking for knockouts early and keeps a pace and a pressure on you. He throws 30 punches around. You're not the same guy. So telling everyone you're gonna knock them out and then going into, 6 decisions in a row now? Scores a knockdown every time, power's still there. The problem is the pace and the ability to carry on and push. That's the real difference, and that comes with age. He's 34 going on 45 at this, as far as I'm concerned. He's got a ton of fights, been around for a long time, doesn't have that same desire, the same drive to take the chances against these younger, bigger guys, because he is fighting younger, bigger guys. So you got
Canelo isn't treating this fight lightly. Fresh off a tough 12-round decision win against William Skull to keep his undisputed title, he's fully locked in on what's coming next. He's admitted how massive this matchup is, saying, "Just look how much he's accomplished, and just look how much I accomplished." So imagine 2 fighters with those accomplishments. It's huge for Canelo. This bout is more than just another title defense. It's a shot at adding to his legacy by beating one of boxing's all-time best, who's stepping up to face him, and it could end up being the biggest win of his career.
When he fought Canelo and he was like standing right in front of Canelo and Canelo's just whiffing, it was a life lesson. And then you look at how good Canelo's head movement got after that fight when he realized it. I mean, my God, when he fought Danny Jacobs and Canelo's just standing right in front of him, bobbing. That's all what he learned from fighting Floyd.
Even with the big weight gap, Crawford isn't stepping back. He spoke on it openly, saying, "My arms are long, I'm strong. I even dare to say they underestimate my strength. It's true, we're fighting at his weight, and he knows it, but let's see if it's as easy as he thinks." His words go straight to the heart of the fight. While Canelo is known for his strength and non-stop pressure, he struggled against fighters who use their reach well and stay focused all 12 rounds. Floyd Mayweather, who gave Canelo his only clear loss, did just that. Crawford plans to win with smart movement, quick footwork, and making Canelo pay for every slip.
The Canelo fight, realistically left your mind once he said he's not interested, or you still pursuing it?
Not at all. I think business talks. With the right business come across the table, it happens. I just be talking, man. Canelo a big dude, you know what I mean? But at the same time, I believe in my abilities. He's a heavy dude, but he's not a big guy. Like, he's 5'8", I'm 5'8", you know what I mean? My arm's longer than his, so that fight would be good.
How is Crawford, his composure going to be like the moment a punch lands on him from Canelo?
Are you kidding me? Take that question back.
Yeah, why?
Because you're talking about Crawford.
Yeah.
He's
weight classes.
He's the most composed guy. Yeah. What, you don't think he'll be prepared? You think it'll be a shock to him? No. He's already moved up 3 weight classes. So now you're talking 6. If you add on 3. Crawford has the ability to slow things down in the ring that very few people have, and to see things that nobody else can see because he slows it down. Yeah, he's got great power. He carried it up. Yeah, he's got good hand speed. Yeah, he's got all that. He's got good technique. His coaches do a tremendous job with him. But the timing is impeccable. It's better than anyone else's. Why? Because of this. When a guy has that ingredient, and very, very few have, I can't
Canelo, who at first downplayed the idea of fighting Crawford, eventually became more open to it, saying he'd face anyone if the fight made sense both financially and for his legacy. Terence Crawford chose not to take a tune-up fight before moving up to 168 pounds, knowing that it would already be a tough leap. Facing someone like Canelo without a warm-up makes the challenge even greater. Experts believe Crawford may struggle at this weight, especially against a fighter as skilled and experienced as Canelo. Many feel this bout is less about competition and more about the money, with Crawford putting his reputation on the line. Most believe his chances of winning are low, making the fight seem more like a business move than a true sporting contest.
How is Terence Crawford going to beat Canelo Alvarez? We need to talk about it. When we look at the guys who've had success with Canelo, we'll look at Bivol, we'll look at Golovkin, we'll look at Floyd, and we'll look at Lara. Yes, I'll throw Lara in there, why not? I think all these fights are absolutely irrelevant coming into this bout. Some of them are just dated, or some of these guys' style just cannot apply. For example, a guy in Lara. If Crawford wanted to fight how Lara fought Canelo, he would probably gas out at 7 rounds, or if he made it 12, he just wouldn't get that decision. It's that simple. Let's take a guy in Golovkin. Crawford just simply does not have the punching power, nor do I think he has the gas tank at 68. He's not a good enough puncher to try to fight Canelo like Golovkin. He doesn't have the physical traits even in the chin department. Then you have Floyd Mayweather. While both can have a bit of similarities, the speed, reflexes, technical prowess, IQ, timing, counterpunching, Lateral movement, it's just too much from Floyd. I don't think Bud could take much from Floyd's game plan to implement it into his own success in September. And then you have Dimitri. The speed, the technical prowess, the IQ, the length is too much. So essentially, Terence Crawford is going to have to beat Canelo in a way that nobody has ever beaten him or gave him any issues in. I'm going to tell you exactly how Crawford's going to fight. He's going to fight like his damn self. It's too late in his career to change up the game plan. It's too late in his career for him to want to change up the game plan, come into a fight of this magnitude with a style he's never fought before. That will be a recipe for disaster. He's going to be more than likely off the back foot. He's going to be looking for counter shots. And I think there will be a point in this fight where he's simply just trying to survive. I like Crawford. He's an amazing pound-for-pound fighter. A different animal at 168. This is one of the greatest of all time. I see win scenarios for him, but I don't see him being realistic. I can see him fighting off the back foot, using his speed, timing, and feet to stay away from Canelo, but that's very, very...
In a more casual moment, Canelo reportedly called the fight with Crawford easy money, and hinted at a massive payday possibly reaching $150 million. This huge financial draw is a major reason both fighters are considering the matchup. Their star power and legacies give the bout true mega fight potential. In response, Crawford addressed the doubts about him moving up in weight, saying people claim it'll be too tough for him. He pointed out that Canelo also moved up and lost while he moved up and won. Crawford uses this as proof that he can rise to the challenge and is confident he can silence the skeptics and succeed even at a higher weight.
Crazy stuff about me going up and having a tough time, but he went up in weight and lost. That's the difference. I went up weight and won. He went up and lost. You know, so let's not do that, Canelo.
Like if it's what I want, I'm gonna take it. You know.
Would you put a rehydration clause?
We'll see. I don't like to talk about other fight when I got it.
You understand, like that's the fight that everyone wants to see. That's the fight that fans want to see when they're with. You
I understand that. Same happened with Golovkin.
Yeah, and it happened.
And same happened with Golovkin.
And it happened.
And same with the video something.
And it happened. I think it happened.
And with Throw, and with Mayweather, and with Cotto.
That's why I believe the fight happened. Would you ever go up to 175? Because 168, I feel like you fought everybody. They're taking belts away from you. 175, you got Benavidez, you got Morrell, you got the rematch with Bivol.
If I go 175, that's pretty much.
That would be the first one? Well, then you can look around and see what's out there.
And then
would you make a Crawford performance to get the match on?
I think he knows why he's weight class is there, right? He make a good fight, but for me, I think he lost the fight or draw.
Okay.
Or could be the other side.
He was saying your name a lot all week. I was out there
because
in LA.
he want to sell the fight. If they don't talk about me, they don't say it.
Would you look at a fight with Crawford? So in the past, you told me no.
If the money is right, I mean,
money's got to be big.
I don't like fighters around.
On the Joe Rogan Experience, Crawford admitted that facing Canelo Alvarez would be the biggest fight of his career. Speaking honestly, he said it's no longer just about legacy. Money now plays a major part in his decisions. After reaching stardom and becoming undisputed in multiple weight classes, Crawford explained that he's at a point where financial rewards matter just as much as legacy. Earlier in his career, he was driven purely by competition, but now with a high-risk, high-reward fight like this, big payday is a strong motivator. Even with the challenge of moving up in weight, he understands what's at stake both for his legacy and long-term financial security. He compared his excitement for the Canelo fight to how he once felt about a potential bout with Manny Pacquiao.
Nothing.
Nope.
You just need like dragons to slay. You know what I mean? Like at this point in your life, you can't even fight a regular fighter.
Yeah, like I don't know, like I get excited when, I don't know why, I get excited when I talk about Canelo like I used to get excited about Pacquiao.
Really?
You know, I used to get so excited, like, man, I'm gonna be able to fight Pacquiao. You know, because
is that the one you think got away?
Yeah, it definitely did. It definitely did. I tried my eyes off.
What stopped that fight from happening?
They didn't want to fight.
It's too dangerous.
They didn't want to fight. Freddie Roach said he didn't want to fight. His Pacquiao handlers didn't want to fight. You know, I believe Pacquiao, as a fighter, he wanted to fight.
Renowned boxing analyst Teddy Atlas shared a thoughtful take on the upcoming clash between Canelo and Crawford. While he respects Alvarez's achievements and talent, Atlas believes Crawford is on another level, calling him real special. He noted that while Canelo is still dangerous, he doesn't dominate the way he used to. Atlas pointed out signs of decline in Canelo's physical condition and in-ring sharpness, saying he's not as explosive or dynamic as before. Meanwhile, Crawford continues to perform at the highest level with speed, accuracy, and tactical flexibility that separate him from the rest.
Come on, he's human. So he had a few hiccups. He won the fight. He's Terence Crawford. A lot of people say, "Oh, Teddy, you make him so good. You're always saying how great Crawford is." You know, but who's he beat? He unified the what was his first division? Lightweight. Then he unified the junior. Then he unified the junior welter. Then he unified the welter. I think I got the weight classes right. It doesn't matter. He unified like 3 different weight classes. He moved up in weight. Guys are tired of me saying it. I look at him. Look, Canelo's special too. I get it, and he's bigger. I get that too. And if everyone's gonna say, "Well, after Madrimore fight again, had a couple hiccups. Now he's stepping up another weight class. Now he's got to fight Canelo, who's even bigger, stronger, better puncher. You know, a unified champion that he's been. You know, all of that stuff. He's not gonna be able to handle it." I asked this question. See, I go to the other side. I say, okay, yeah, can Canelo handle the smaller guy who's going to be faster, who's going to be slicker, who's going to be better defensively, who's going to have better legs, you know, who's going to be able, sometimes Canelo at this point in his career can slow down a little bit. They're both getting older.
Former world champion Amir Khan, who has shared the ring with both Canelo and Crawford, brings a valuable viewpoint to their upcoming clash. While he recognizes Canelo's strong punching power, Khan highlights Crawford's advanced ring IQ, quick movement, and speed as possible game changers in the fight. He points out that Crawford's skill in making opponents miss and countering with precision gives him an edge even against top-level fighters like Canelo. Khan believes Crawford's smart approach and ability to adjust will help him handle the pressure and power that come with facing someone as experienced as Canelo.
Either way, because I had probably Skull winning by 2 rounds. I mean, I like Canelo. I think he's a great fighter, but the thing is, I think that he was looking he was picking the shots better and landing the better, cleaner shots. Canelo was marked up a little bit, but look, it could have gone either way. Anyway, regardless how the fight went, it was a great performance by both fighters. But it's made a bigger fight happen now with Canelo and Crawford. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that one.
Is there more question marks being asked in that fight now? Because a lot of people say, look, Canelo's a bigger guy. He should technically be the bigger guy, have too much weight for Crawford. But from that performance, do you feel like it's a lot tighter and there's a lot more question marks in that fight?
Yeah, I mean, you need more than size, you need more than weight, you need more than everything. I mean, I think what you need now is you just need...
Terence Crawford sees this fight as the biggest moment of his career. He recognizes Canelo Alvarez as the face of boxing and is eager to prove himself on such a major stage. His confidence shows his drive to secure his place in boxing history. On the other side, Canelo hopes Crawford comes in with the mindset to put on a show rather than just make it to the final bell. Looking back at his fight with William Skull, Canelo says he wants opponents who come to fight, not just last the rounds. He believes fans deserve real action and expects Crawford to deliver that in the ring.
A mediocre mind, because they come just to survive, to go to the 12th round. That's a mediocre mind. You need to put a good fight there and put great show. You know what I mean?
Do you think Crawford will employ the same tactics to try and box?
I hope not. I hope not, because the people deserve a good fight.
What do you make of the Crawford fight next?
Huh?
How excited are you for the Crawford fight?
I'm excited. I'm gonna enjoy this win and then we can do it.
Who do you think will win this? Clash Canelo's power or Crawford's IQ? Drop your pick below.